Welcome, welcome. So for class today, we're all gonna use a block and you might even want some ball space for a little upside down time. And we'll start in a comfortable seat. So you can go ahead and join me there. And when you get to the comfortable seat, you can just close your eyes and we'll just sink in. And as you sink in, taking time to connect with your breathing. And play around with the idea of not only feeling inward, but trying to direct your awareness right towards your spine. And for class today, we'll play around with twisting a little bit. And whenever we're in a twisting practice, it will benefit us greatly to find as much length and space in the spine as possible and as feels comfortable. So as we begin, play around with that. Play around with adjusting so you feel more lift from your tailbone all the way up through the back of the throat, even maybe out the crown of the head. And bringing your awareness steadily deeper and deeper, refining it with your breathing towards the very nucleus of your spine. And it's in these ways that we'll use this practice to cultivate a quiet, steady focus, regardless of the challenges of the asana, regardless of how difficult or intense a pose might be. Come back to your breath. Practice using this time as a sort of moving meditation, developing your awareness, developing those skills of observation, and above all, breathing for steadiness and peace. And keep the lift of the spine and gently start to twist towards whatever leg's in front for you. Crossing the opposite arm, taking hold of the leg somewhere. The arm that you're twisting towards can go back behind you. Try to keep the hips steady, the legs feeling grounded as the spine lifts on your inhale and revolve just a little deeper on your exhale. Breathe in, come back to center. Just change the cross of your legs, the opposite legs in front now, and then go for the twist to the second side, whatever your second side is. Eyes can stay closed, or if you'd prefer them open, by all means, open your eyes. And as that side, the second side of your body clears, you can inhale back to center. Go ahead and make your way to downward facing dog pose. We'll carry on from there. And just a few breaths in down dog, moving around to adjust, trying to settle both of your hands in an even-ish kind of a way, both of your feet. The breath, the attention, all turning inward. Encouraging your body to keep moving and adjusting in all different little ways. You're going to open your feet as wide as your hips and then lift your heels up nice and high. Let's go ahead and swivel Swivel the heels over to the right. So you come to the outer edge of the right foot, the inner edge of the left. Keep pushing your hands away from your heart like down dog, thighs up and back, and just slowly stretching open the side body for a few moments. And this lengthening, this clearing of the side body will help a lot with the twist that we're going into in class today. So you can always come back to this or a posture like this. So we'll open the sides in between twisting. Second side when you're ready. Little down dog swivel action. And then you can come back through center. And just notice what it's like to kind of jump right into your practice. So focused at center, go ahead and take the next few moments to practice moving through a flow of your own. And just notice where your body wants to go. And it can be any kind of flow, it can be any kind of movement. Cat cow, it can be some kind of Surya variation, or maybe a little child's pose action. But just explore, experiment with whatever feels interesting and appealing for you right now. Just let that guide you deeper into your own practice. Deeper into what feels really good, feels really juicy for you today. Right? Time to explore. And time to connect. Mm-hmm. And if you need more time to do that, take it. When you're ready to carry on with me, grab a block and put the block up between your upper inner thighs. Come back to downward facing dog with the block between your thighs. And squeeze the legs into the block. Notice the effect up through the spine, and then come into high plank pose. Now modify the focus of your mind and try and steady that focus. Let yourself get a little quieter inside. Physical modifications would be to bring the knees down for all high plank poses. 2 more breaths, knees up or down, your choice. And then do low plank for a few breaths. Try and stay calm, steady, quiet even. Cobra or upward facing dog. Come back to high plank pose. And then go back to down dog. Good, okay. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a challenge moment. If that wasn't challenging enough, here comes some challenge, high plank pose. Stay as you are, knees can be up or down. Stage 1, come onto your left fingertips. Stage 2, take your left arm out to the side. I want you to feel how the hips face the floor and keep them facing the floor as you try and go for stage 3. Take your left arm up to the sky. So you're trying to do a twist in your upper body, but plank in the lower body. 2 more breaths. Keep that left hip turning towards the floor. And then high plank, chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog pose, downward facing dog. Great. Yeah, so that should have been challenging. So how was your focus? Here it is, high plank pose. Modify. Stage 1, right fingertips. Feel the hips face the floor. Keep the legs steady. Stage 2, right arm out to the side. Or stage 3, trying to do a twist in your upper body. Last breath. High plank. Everyone chaturanga to the ground. Send your arms back. Shalambhasana. Lift arms and legs. Keep the arms wide or interlace, whichever you prefer. Try to roll the inseams of your legs up. Tailbone down. Last breath. Good. Slowly guide yourself back to downward facing dog pose. Yeah. So keep the block where it is for just another few moments. You're going to walk your feet forward, front of the mat, forward fold. Move your spine on your breathing, whatever works for you. Ready? Inhale, come all the way upright to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Squeeze into the block. Lengthen the tailbone down. Close your eyes. Great. Big breath in, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Do it again. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, lengthen halfway. Breathe out, fold all the way. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Now, take the block away, put it off to the side. And as you come back to Tadasana, hands to the heart, close the eyes. And reimagine the block were there and just feel the effect that that has on your hips, your spine, the spaciousness, the lift. Mm-hmm. Keep that imagined block there. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold to the floor. Good. Step, jump, or flow to downward facing dog pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Right. So at this point, see if you can get more of your body into it. Imagining every cell coming to attention, joining the practice. Steadying your breath. Deepening your resolve. Keep your attention at your spine. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, fold down. Right? Just carrying the flow on. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, jump, or flow to down dog. Now we're going to do this series one more time, but we're going to try and hold each pose for about a breath and a half, 2 breaths. And in the holds, try to move towards stillness. High plank pose. Low plank. Cobra or upward facing. Downward facing. Great. Right leg for split. Move it around, free it up, and then square off your hips. Pretend a block we're still there and squeeze the legs together as you come to three-legged plank. Now drag your shoulder blades way down your back. Keep hugging the legs in and squeeze your thighs. Good. I want you to push your right thigh towards the sky as you chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left leg split. Move it around, free it up. Square off the hips. Squeeze the legs as though a block were there. Keep doing that into three-legged plank. Shoulder blades way down your back. Squeeze your quads. Push your left thigh to the sky as you chaturanga. Back bend. Down dog. 2 breaths. Nice firm thighs, pushing them back. Look forward, inhale. Step or jump, exhale. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Hands to the heart. So squeeze your legs together as though the block were still there and sit further down. Good. Slowly start to twist towards the left. I want you to see if you can bring your right hand to the outside of the knee and your left hand to your sacrum. If this feels very accessible, you want to go a little deeper. Bring your right elbow to the outside of the left knee and prayer hands. Now, whichever twist you're doing, keep your eyes and your awareness on your toes for a moment, your knees. Make sure that they stay lined up. And then you can look wherever feels good for you as you lengthen the spine and move towards a back bend. Inhale, neutral chair. Sit a little deeper. Second side, left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand to the sacrum. Or perhaps elbow to the outside of the knee, prayer hands. Keeping the knees next to one another, lengthen your spine, twist towards a back bend. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, fold. Step, jump, or flow to downward facing dog pose. Right leg for split. Move it around. Square up the hips. Imagine the block. Keep all that stuff, but bring your right knee into your nose pendulum. Pause and breathe. Try to drag your shoulders down, arms strong. Inhale, split. Do that again, pendulum forward. But this time, try to slowly move your right knee to the left elbow. Just notice what that takes. Split. Now bring the right knee all the way across. Hold and breathe into the deeper twist. Three-legged plank, chaturanga, back bend, down dog. Left leg split. Square off the hips. Good. Reimagine the block, three-legged plank. And bring the knee in pendulum. Back to split. And bring the knee in again, pendulum. This time slowly try to bring the knee across to the right elbow. Keep the left collarbone really wide. Inhale, split. And now right into the deeper twist. Breathe. Steady the focus at the spine. Remember to use your breath. Three-legged plank, chaturanga, back bend, down dog. Good. Come right back to that column. Can you readjust inside your body right now for more peace, for more space? Look forward as you inhale, step or jump, exhale. Lengthen as you inhale, fold, exhale. Chair pose. Hands to the heart. Drop down into it. And then once you're in, start to twist again to the left. Stage one, right hand to the outside, left hand to the sacrum. Stage two, prayer hands. Maybe you're opening the arms like wings. That might feel really good. Regardless of what stage you are in with your arms, try to look at your feet and just lift the right heel. Good. And if that feels safe, send the right leg back, twisted lunge. Gaze wherever works for you to open the pose. Lean towards a bit of a back bend. One more full breath here. And then everyone come back to twisted chair again. 2 breaths. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. As you move around a little bit, reset your body. Yeah. Especially if the structure of the twists feels to be tightening something. In between sets, play around with the idea, just looking at how you can loosen up again. We're gonna go to chair pose. You're gonna twist to the second side. Remember, not everyone does everything in the exact same way in a yoga class, but everyone can do something. So you just discover moment by moment what your something is, what your comfortable, safe expression is. Now, regardless of what your upper body is doing, and with or without your gaze at the feet, lift your left heel and just see if that feels safe. And if it does, perhaps send the left leg all the way back for twisted lunge. And just learn about how you can be in this shape nicely. Another breath. And then you can come back to twisted chair, 2 breaths in twisted chair. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, fold. Step, jump, or flow to clear out the body. Downward facing dog pose, left leg for split. I'm gonna come to high lunge. Bring your left foot forward. Yeah, come on up. And then go ahead and twist towards the front leg. Start with the hand to the outside and the left hand to your sacrum. And know that you can just stay right here, right? We're gonna build towards Ekapada Kundinyasana 1, a little arm balance that has some spice to it. Stage 2, elbow to the outside of the knee. Just work your way in nice and deep. In stage 3, if you're feeling it, bring your right hand down to the floor. Now, for many of us, this requires a little bit of a leap of faith. You bring your right hand down to the floor, your left arm goes out to shoulder width. You're gonna start to bend the arms towards chaturanga, and your heart's gonna go forward between your hands, forward between your hands, forward. And then you can start to bring the whole body to balance on that right arm. Legs are open like scissors. Yeah, Ekapada Kunyasana 1. Now, if you're wondering how the shape generally looks, or if you want to try the pose but are a little concerned about your shoulders or your spine, you can do the exact same shape on your back. And it looks like this. So I'm going to demo the exact same side that I just did. Instead of doing high lunge with the left foot forward, lay on your back, and send the left leg straight up to the sky. Extend the right leg to hover a few inches above the floor, arms up. You're going to curl up like you're doing a crunch, and then twist towards the left. And then just try and push the right arm into the left leg. The left arm is free. And you push the arm and the leg together, tighten up your core, lengthen your spine, breathe, and twist. And so this is the supine version of Ekapada Kunyasana 1. And it'll help to train the body, not only in awareness, but also in the deeper core stabilizers that will make the upright pose a little more comfortable. So staying on your back and trying the second side on your back, or coming to downward facing dog pose, and trying the second side upright if you feel like it. Right leg first split. Now this is just one of many ways into Kunyasana 1, high lunge. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just an option. Go for the twist. And then try to get your elbow to the outside of the knee. If all of this feels to be working, left hand will go to the floor. Right hand will go to the floor. Lean into it. Legs take flight. So my right hip is floating in space. And that allows for greater strength in the oblique and greater control and safety in the shoulders and in the neck. Yeah. Wherever you are, clear your body. Come to tabletop, forearms, forearm plank, everyone. Your legs are going to be together. Now you don't need to rush to get here. But whenever you do, steady that focus again at your spine. Try to slow the breath down to match it. And this is stage 1. Stage 2, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, stack your feet. So the arms are in forearm plank. Your lower body is twisted plank. Breathing. Changing sides. Try to take the breath deep. Clearing the spine. Back through center. Sphinx pose. Close the eyes in Sphinx, look down your cheeks, and just gather an overall sense of how you've been feeling in practice today. As we come to practices like this that are deeply focused on steadiness and cultivating peace or shanta, it helps us to take these moments of pause to notice where our mind has been going actively when not focused on the practice. Right? What attitudes have you been cultivating outside of this work today, between poses? And we look at this stuff so that we can become more familiar with how we function at that deeper level and how we respond to things. Because that is something we can control and change if we want to. You're going to come back to forearm plank. Keep your focus inward. Walk your feet forward, dolphin. Breathing. Steady, even breaths. Maybe dolphin split one leg up to the sky. You can change sides, just have your gaze wherever feels safe for your neck. And then child's pose when you're finished. Feet together, knees as wide apart as feels good for your hips. And let the breath move as deep down into the bottom of the lungs as possible. And for some of us, extending this child's pose will be really, really beneficial. If you'd like to practice more upside down, now is the time that we'll explore that. And we're all set up to practice not only dolphin again, or dolphin split, but moving towards Pinchamayurasana, the forearm balance. And this is when you might use a wall to come into it. So choose your own adventure. If those things don't sound nice for you, maybe practice something that we've already done, or you can simply lay down on your back and take your legs up to the sky, resting your legs at the wall or in the middle of the room, in the middle of space. And just letting your body relax here, getting the inversion this way. It's totally up to you. For my friends that want to try forearm balance, Pinchamayurasana, and are unsure but have wall space, come to dolphin facing the wall. My little assistant, Sebastian, will be here with us. So you just come to dolphin facing the wall. Fingers are about 5 inches away. Lift up, walk in, steady yourself. Maybe take one leg for split, stage 2. Keep the lifted leg very straight and strong. And you're just going to practice pushing away from the floor with your bottom leg. Top leg straight and strong until you come to the wall. And then pushing your forearms down, bringing your legs together. Maybe both feet at the wall. Maybe the feet are floating in space. And you can try this as many times as you like. Now, if you don't feel safe, just pause, back out. Most likely you're not very safe. And so just get to a place where you can find safety again. Remember, not everyone does everything in a yoga class. It's not the purpose of our practice. What we're trying to do today is cultivate awareness and care. Have another moment exploring any inversion that works for you. Dolphin, Pinchamayurasana. And maybe even over time, playing with the idea of coming to the center of the room to practice going forward and back in a steady way. Acknowledging that no effort is wasted on this journey of self-discovery. And learning about who we are in the moment today. Good. So once you've enjoyed all of that upside down, or maybe recovery stuff, come back to chair pose. Except this time, go ahead and turn in your chair so you're facing the long end of your mat. Sit down into it. We're going to try one more twist, one more little arm balance, just for fun. So go ahead and start twisting off to your left, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the knee. And prayer hands. And for some of us, this is going to be plenty. A real deep, beautiful twist again, right? Our 4th time through. Or If you want to try the arm balance, bring your right hand to the floor, left arm off to the side at a deep angle. And just like Kundalini, you're going to start to move your heart forward between your hands and lift the bottom hip up. So as the heart goes forward, the left hip and oblique lifts higher and higher and higher, and then you take flight, side crow. Yeah, good, beautiful. So keeping the hips high in the transition is a way just to assist your body, making it a little easier, a little lighter. So come back into chair pose. Try the second side when you're ready. Go for the twist, stage one. Maybe deepening the twist. And maybe trying full side crow. Yeah, beautiful. And huzzah when you're finished. Take a little seat just like me. Tiptoes on the floor, hands behind the knees. Roll your shoulders back. Stage one, just like this, kind of perching. Stage two, lifting the feet. Stage three, straightening the legs completely. Stage four, no hands. Now, whenever you get to a stage that feels unmanageable, just go back to the stage before. Take care of your spine. Take care of your body. Everyone back to stage one, just perching. Right? Maybe you're just doing a really long stage one today. It's going to bring great attention. Keep lifting your spine, nurture those erector muscles. 2, 3. Check out 4. Or maybe arms straight up, 5. 4, 3, 2. Everyone back to 1. So 1 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interlace your fingers for 6. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Again. Again. Last time. Left. Right. And come down onto your backs. Forearms resting. Shake out your legs. Whew. Yeah, hopefully that was a nice challenge at any level, right? Whether you're holding 1 the entire time or building all the way up towards 5 or 6. Before you completely come to rest, make sure a block is nearby. And then go ahead and lay down all the way on your back. And your feet close to your hips, at hips width, arms at your sides. On your inhale, lift your pelvis up. On your exhale, lower it down. Rolling bridges, breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lower down. Nice and slow. Play with moving the spine fluidly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Play with moving the spine maybe in groupings, low spine, mid spine. Yeah. And then come up into bridge pose and hold. Now you can use your block and immediately put it underneath your pelvis to make it restorative, which is really lovely. Or work a little deeper, arms more underneath you, maybe taking an arm variation, interlacing, or some such wonder. I'm gonna lower down. And if you're doing active practicing, then now use the block between your inner thighs again. Bring your feet to hips width, squeezing in, stabilizing your body. Inhale, lifting up into bridge with the block between your legs. Arms can be at your side. You can grip your mat. You can do the interlace, whatever works for you. Staying right here is going to be wonderful. Or if you want a little extra juice and spice, extend the left foot forward, squeezing into the block, stabilize the inner right foot. Changing legs, squeezing in. Both legs down, lower down, breathe. Okay. One more. Staying in restorative, doing active bridge, or perhaps this time coming for full wheel pose. Whatever you'd prefer. Come on in. Take your time to enjoy one more back bend. And then lower down. Constructive rest position. Feet wider than your hips, knees dropping in. Wrap your arms around your chest and breathe. Changing the wrap of the arms. Now, staying on your back is wonderful. It might feel like the most joyous thing to do for this hip opener. And you can just cross the right ankle over the left knee. If you'd prefer to come upright and to do Agni Stambhasana, go ahead. And come upright and stack your right shin on top of the left. So if on your back, you can bring the legs in and take hold behind the left hamstring or at the left shin. If you are upright, take your arms up to the sky, push your inner thighs to the floor, breathe in, and then slowly start to fold forward. Coming into a nice deep forward fold. And maybe a block for your head to rest on. Close the eyes, bring your focus inside again. Notice how much you're willing to settle into this shape, how much you're willing to receive from this pose. Changing sides whenever you're ready. There's no need to rush. These hip openers are well worth the wait and well deserved at this point in your practice. Arms up and fold forward. Keeping your internal focus nice and strong. How much are you willing to soften? Just like the first side, you take as much time as you require. When you've completed both sides, straighten your legs. If you're on your back, just straighten the legs up to the sky and hold the back of your legs somewhere. If you're seated, Paschimottanasana, go ahead and come on in for the forward fold. Both postures, whether you're on your back or seated, will be wonderful for the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Try to close your eyes. Sense through your awareness any amount of peace in the shape. And as we do this, we can feel the true depth of the pose, being the place where peace exists. And you'll remain in this stretch as long as it feels good. When you feel complete with it, happy baby's pose. And once you've wrapped happy baby's pose, try one very gentle twist, just something very, very easy. You've done a lot of twisting, a lot of very deep active twisting today. So just notice what you can do that feels very relaxing and settling for your body. I'm just going to do a windshield wiper, dropping the knees side to side. It's a great one to kind of bring out your pelvis, hips, upper legs, lower back. And whenever you feel that the twisting is completed, adjust your body for Shavasana, its final resting place. And of course, if you come to Shavasana and are on the way to Shavasana and you have the awareness that your body would just like some other poses before you settle down completely, well, take this time to do those poses. Right? Really honor yourself and honor your awareness. Whatever's coming up for you, friends. staying still. Feel your consciousness move back into the body, up and down the length of your spine as you breathe. Feel the space there. Quiet stillness. Just give yourself permission to linger here, stretching this very sacred Shavasana out longer and longer still. Whenever you choose to close your class, you can make your way to a seated position, bringing your hands to your heart. And lifting that sacred channel of your spine up towards the sky. Maybe continue to use these practices to refine our focus, to experience that gentle stillness within that leads us to peace. And may the peace that we have found today, that we've remembered, be shared with all beings, no exception. And we'll close the chant of Om, nice and easy, gentle breath. Listen or join in anytime. Om Shanti. Namaste.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.